You are but a simple being. I am an entire world.
Your words are true, but in all of space, I stand alone. I am Galactus, the be-all and end-all of the universe.
You like that?
Galactus hungers.
Welcome to what will be responsible for either destroying or saving the Earth. This is JohnRamboPresents the show. My name is John, and I'm joined by the personification of pulp. Ladies and gentlemen, OJ's here.
What? Where?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing quite all right.
What do you have on your day? What is this?
I don't know what you're
Do you dress
talking
up every
about.
week?
There's nothing here.
What is that?
I don't know what's going on.
Okay. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
How's work?
That was pretty good.
All right. You have a lot to say today. I can tell already.
I don't know. I did have caffeine again though.
All right. Well, that'll be good. It tends to kick in later on, I guess.
I had it at like noon.
So OJ, 60 episodes in.
Yeah, that's somewhat wow. Like, dang, dude.
It's over 100 hours you and I just talking to each other.
That's almost as much time as I put into Final Fantasy IV. Joke.
Okay. So, 60 episodes in. It's been a good run. Last week's show in particular, we got a lot of good feedback on that one.
Yeah, we got a lot of good
People
comments.
seem to really enjoy it. 0 dislikes, which we never had before.
Now that you said it, it's going to happen.
Well, it's funny you say it, because I almost actually disliked it myself, because I looked at it like a week later, and I'm like, this isn't that good. This deserves some dislikes. I almost disliked it myself. But as of now, it has 0. There's probably a glitch with YouTube. That's probably why it happened. But that's kind of a cool thing, I guess. And people really enjoyed last week's show, which is also a good thing.
Nice.
I think a lot of the feedback we got was based on this video that we got. This video that we showed, this video that we played. What's up?
No, just taking off my glasses in preparation.
We're taking your glasses off. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. So we played this video of it was educational, an educational film for people out there that maybe don't have health class maybe in their school. Perhaps they have a very religious government to their state, and they don't allow these kinds of things like health classes and things like that. So we're here to provide the service, and we're showing how baby elephants were made. Is basically the tale of what we're trying to tell. And what we're going to do today is we're going to show this video in its entirety, because there's some things in there that are confusing to me, and maybe to also some of the viewers as well. I think OJ is the one that could kind of explain it the best, what's happening.
What are you talking about?
So this video is from the Houston Zoo. And OJ, so what we're going to do, we're going to play the video. And
is that strictly necessary?
Yes, it is. This is what we're doing today. This is for, I just explained it perfectly. It's educational. It's for people that have very religious, they live in these states, these red states. They're not allowed to have health classes. They don't know what goes into what, how it all fits together. You know what I'm talking about. So I want you to explain what's happening, okay, as we play the video. Is this okay? All right, here we go. You ready?
I would, but I'd rather not have to.
You're doing it. Here we go. What's happening here?
This is going to be delayed, too, because I don't get the video until like a few
All right, just
seconds
watch
later.
it. Tell us what's happening.
All right. By the way, yeah, your audio's breaking up in my end. Oh, it's doing an advertisement! Oh, that is perfect timing. That is amazing. It is currently giving me an ad for T-Mobile in Spanish.
Come on, OJ, be an adult about this.
Okay, it wants me to turn my video off because my computer is being a piece. Hold on, I'm going to close one of my browsers here. Give me a second. I think Internet Explorer is spazzing out. Exit. All right, you still there, John?
Yes. What are you watching?
All right.
What is happening here?
I'm still watching an ad for T-Mobile.
I'm confused about this part. What's happening?
There's an advertisement for T-Mobile, and my computer is freaking out, man. And I closed Firefox. T-Mobile is almost done. Okay, now I see elephants again. And that elephant seems to be fondling the other elephant's nose. He is okay. It's stealing. The little one is stealing food from the big one and attempting to insert it into its ear. And for the record, PS3TNA, I'm using Chrome for Justin.tv right now. Okay, so they are feeding each other still. Still kind of shaky, but
What's going on here?
It's frozen at the feeding part. Okay, one is standing in front of the other one and is making suggestive motions with its backside. One with tusks is doesn't appear to be terribly interested, so the other one is backing into its field of view again and trying to smack him in the tusk with her tail. And the little one is really trying to ruin the moment as best as it can.
End scene. So, John, what transpired here? You didn't do a very good job of explaining it to us.
Because I could only see the part at the end right there because it messed up and was showing me a T-Mobile ad while my computer said, "You don't have enough bandwidth to connect to video." Considering I pay $1 bajillion a month for internets, that is completely untrue.
I don't know if we're buying this.
John,
what was going on? What you saw? You get the idea of what happened.
All I saw
what was going on. The part where the one elephant was kind of, was that a nice gesture to rub the privates of the other elephant after the act? What do you think about that? I was kind of surprised by that whole thing.
That's the only part I even saw of the video. The rest was a T-Mobile
Well, that's
ad.
the best part. So what did you think about that?
Well, I guess it shows some caring, I guess.
Do you think it was she was being nice to him, or do you think she was upset? Like, she was telling him, like, this thing here, I don't want this near me ever again? Or do you think it was more or less like, this is okay, I like this? What do you think?
Well, I don't think it was something like, no, keep that away from me. I don't think it was that. I think it was more like, you tried, you did your best.
You tried.
There.
It wasn't that great, but thank you. It seemed kind of nice, seemed kind of sweet to me.
I am not going to use anything even resembling an adjective describing taste for an elephant's private parts.
All right. Well, that was certainly exciting. OG did a great job explaining it to us. We've all learned so much.
I couldn't even see half the dang video, man.
And well, I'll be sending it to you again. Don't worry about it.
No, it's fine. I'd rather you didn't.
Okay. So that's that. So last week I got sick. Did you know about this?
I heard.
I was not feeling well. It was basically a combination of like it was like everything of the last 2 weeks just kind of like combining into one bowl of shit that caused me to get sick. And it started with like when I had no power, so sleeping in the freezing house and sleeping on people's couches like yours.
Yeah.
For several days. And then last week during the show, actually, we had like a big snowstorm. And we had like several inches of snow. And the next day I spent just shoveling for like a good hour.
I heard that's really good for your back.
Oh, it's great. And I don't really have like gloves and things, so I was just out there doing it. And
no gloves, dude?
And then like later in the day I was just kind of hit the wall.
Oh.
But I'm back in action, as you can tell. Right? Looking pretty decent, right? I feel great. I look excellent.
You probably look better. Yeah, you look better than I do right now.
I look a hell of a lot
certainly
better than you
groomed.
do. I certainly look a hell of a lot better than you. And I'm back. So this week, we got an exciting week ahead of us this week. A bunch of things going on. We're doing the show right now. Watching elephants do stuff. And then Friday, I'm going to DSPs. We're playing WE13, which we haven't been able to do, and Return of Smart Guys, which has been quite a while. I apologize to everyone. Saturday, we're filming Schnozman and Hole Punch at your house.
I'll be there.
That's good. And then Sunday, the WiiU is coming out.
Oh, yes, I have one of those coming.
You're getting the WiiU.
Yes, I actually didn't reserve any games, though.
That's cool, because I don't have to get it, because you're getting it and Phil's also getting it. So I have no need for this. I can just play whenever I want, because I got people in the know, which is a good thing. You know? Do you want to talk about the WiiU?
I played Tank. It's exactly like the arcade game.
Where did you play it?
New York Comic Con 2012.
If you go to like, I noticed this yesterday. I did some stuff, and I went out to the store, and most of the stores have the setup now. But you can't,
Really?
like, yeah, they have it there, like the demo unit, but you can't play the games. It's just video of all the games. Which is kind of a bummer.
What's the point?
I guess you get to like hold it and check it out, and
But you don't actually get to play.
you don't get to actually play anything. But they do have these demo units for people that you might want to check it out. But I don't know. You're getting the Wii U. You have it reserved. Are you excited about it? You seem like you're very apathetic to the whole situation. You're like, yeah,
I'm a little bit apathetic.
Why?
Because I forgot to reserve Mario.
You should be able to get it though.
Yeah, I hope so. If not, I mean, Amazon.
You can get it.
Yeah, I could probably reserve it right now, but I'm scared I'm going to reserve it, and they're going to have it at the store. And I'm going to buy it at the store, and then have to return one of the copies, and
So I think it has a chance to do decently well.
I think the fact that it's jumping in before the others is either going to help it or it's going to turn it into the Sega Saturn. But
Well, I don't know if it's before the others. I think it's more or less like in par with the current systems.
like
I don't think
like-
this is like the new generation.
So the Wii U is Nintendo kind of going, hey, look, we made the 3DS, but for the Wii.
No, it's like here's our version of the current generation system. I don't really mean that in a bad way, but I don't think it's like far and above better than the other systems.
Yeah, I mean, I was under the impression that the stats of the hardware in the Wii U were superior in most, if not all, by a fair amount than the PS3 and the 360.
I could be wrong about that. I don't think it's like the next thing. I think it's like with this, it's like part of this generation. And then the other consoles will probably come out in like 2 years, and then there'll probably be a new Nintendo one in like 3 or 4, something like that. I don't know.
Well, hey, whatever, man.
Anyway,
I mean,
I don't know. Let's not get into that. But
oh,
I was saying, I think it's got a good chance to do well. I always kind of like when they first announced these things, I'm always like, I'm not getting that. But then when it's going to come out, I always like get excited, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want it. But it looks like it's really hard to get this because it's basically sold out before it even came out.
I've seen this happen before.
Yeah, but I think it's got a chance to do pretty well. There hasn't really been a lot of great stuff during this like holiday season for the other consoles. Like, there's been good games, but it's a lot of sequels and things. There hasn't been anything that's like world changing that's come out.
Yeah,
So if you're looking for so if you're looking for something a little different, maybe this might do it. I don't know. But apparently, I looked up some of the stats. There's 2 versions of the console coming out. You know about this, I assume.
Yep, I bought the tell us. Pretend I don't know.
I found it strange how like you're getting this, but you don't want to talk about it. Like I'm more into talking about it than you.
That's because
All right. So there's there's like the basic version. It's $299. It's got 8 gigs, as well as a gamepad and the HDMI cable and the sensor bar.
Wait, did you say HDMI cable on the sensor bar?
HDMI cable and a sensor bar.
And okay.
What did you get? The deluxe?
Yeah, dude. I'm stupid. I always buy more monies.
Well, I think it's a lot better. It's got all that stuff. It comes with a charging cradle. That sounds good. Stands for both the gamepad and the console.
Wait, seriously?
And the Nintendo Land game.
That's why I'm not too worried about if they don't have any games I want.
Yeah.
Because I can play Nintendo Land and that weird Metroid thing with the Wii's, with the Mii's. And honestly, are they going to run out of Tank? Who is planning on buying Tank besides me?
You're actually getting Tank.
I played that game in the arcade with Belmore 07.
All right.
It's really fun,
So,
and I think my
all
dad
right.
will play that with me.
So one thing I thought was kind of strange looking at this, in the European Union edition, which is I guess the version that comes out in Europe, is that right? It does not come with the sensor bar. With the statement that the company said is that they're claiming a large number of users already have the item, having purchased the original Wii, so they don't need another one.
Can I vomit now? Can I do
No,
that on
I
the
just thought
air?
it was a little strange.
Is that something I'm allowed to do?
You can vomit on the air, it's fine. So, there's a big list of launch titles. Here, I'll send this to you.
Bayonetta 2?
That's not a launch title.
Really?
You know, like
Good,
nothing
'cause
of this thing that you're buying. This
I
kind
know
of
it's
work.
coming out
Do
for
you
it,
buy
right?
other things that you have no idea what they are? You just buy them?
John, it's a
Yes.
Nintendo. Oh, Mother Pants are at Open Firefox again. All right, I might lose video for a second, guys. Hold on.
Okay.
So
these are all the launch games. We're doing this to help you. That's the only reason we're talking about this.
By the way, I'm not crackly, am I?
No, you're fine.
All right, I gotta fix my USB cables then.
You're perfectly
All right,
fine.
so got this going. WiiU launch games. Roger that, HQ.
Did you get the thing open?
Yeah.
Okay. These are the launch games. Anything interesting to you here?
I guess I could get Arkham City Armored Edition.
You got your Batman. You got your Call of Duties. Darksiders. New Super Mario Brothers. That seems like the one you got to get.
That's the one I wish I had ordered already. I'm not sure about Scribblenauts. That seems like it might be awesome.
Yes.
But can't say. And Tank because it's Tank.
You said Tank so many times today.
Yeah, I know.
You've said it thousands. You've literally said it thousands of times.
John.
Yes.
Do you know how much I love a game where you just?
What is the game? Since you brought it up so much, I think they're paying you to promote their game. But tell us what it's about, because you've been saying it so many times. Because I don't know.
It's a stupid game
where
you drive around in a cartoon tank, blowing stuff up, picking up better weapons to blow up more things.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
Basically, have you ever played Battle Tanks for the N64?
Yeah.
Picture that, but faster and more cartoony. And more lighthearted. I mean, it takes a photo of you and puts you in the driver's seat of your tank. Like, my dad and I used to play Battle Tanks all the time when I was a kid. And he was actually better at it than I was. One of the few games where that was a thing. And I'm just looking forward to playing it again and maybe coaxing my dad out to Stamford so we can play this stupid game. You know, get dinner and say hi.
Just Dance 4? Or you went to that one? How does that utilize the pad? Do you dance on the pad?
Just Dance really peaked at 2. You know,
do you put down the Wii U controller? Do you put it down? You step on the buttons or the pad and jump?
No. See, Just Dance 4 for the Wii U is really trying to make use of the unique features of the Wii U. You put that pad on your head like you're balancing a book, and you have to do all of the dance moves with the thing on top of your head, like so.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. I mean, that's an effing challenging game. I mean, the rest of it's just like going, yeah, I'm Pulp Fiction, woo.
Skylanders? You into the Skylanders?
I heard it's actually not bad, just people buy all of it.
Who told you this?
Stuff.
Who told you that?
My brony friends.
Okay, that makes sense. Bronies like the Skylanders. Is a Skylander kind of like a pony? Is that like the same?
No, it's not. It's more like a Pokemon mixed with other things.
Could they do the elephants? Like the elephants do? Could they do that with the Pokemons?
I don't know if it's much about the elephants doing things. Yeah.
All right.
Well, actually, Pokemon do lay eggs, don't they?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Anyway,
so that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a list of games here.
I'm curious about ZoMbiU. I'm probably not going to jump out and buy it now. If I were to buy anything here, it'd be Mario, Tank, and I'd buy Arkham City if I ever finished Arkham Asylum.
Okay. So that's it. I'm gonna be playing it. Sunday, I guess you'll be playing it at your place.
Most likely.
And maybe we'll have some things to say about next week. I don't know.
Oh, we'll have some Wii U words to share.
Wii U testimonials. Sorry,
I get nervous when you start any word with yeah. Yes, definitely.
Okay, excellent. One thing I want to talk about. A while ago we talked about how our friend Chap, you may know Chap, he was in Project 7, which is the greatest piece of filmmaking ever bestowed on this earth, of course. So he was going to be in a play, right?
Yep.
You and I actually went to see the play.
Yep.
A little while ago. We didn't actually talk about our experience at the play because we were trying to have him on here to come on and talk to us. And wasn't really able to happen yet, scheduling wise. Although he may call me during this, so I have the phone up. But yeah, he calls like he's really hard to get in contact with sometimes. Like he'll call me at like the middle of the night. Like I go to sleep pretty early, and the only time he's around is like he'll call me like 2 a.m. He leaves me like these really nice voicemails and stuff. But so, I don't know, it hasn't worked out. Like
it's tough to catch him.
Yes.
It was a miracle I saw him at Comic-Con.
Yeah. So anyway, we went to the play. And what was it? It was called The Runner Stumbles?
Yeah. I got a story about what happened at intermission, though, when we get to that point. Don't you tell it.
I don't even know what the story is.
Good.
Did you have a tryst with one of the actresses or something? What are you talking about?
No.
No, okay. So we go to this play, and it was in Yonkers, New York, and it was like 35 minutes, 40 minutes from your place?
Once we stopped making wrong turns, yes.
Yeah. And we go to this place, and it's in Yonkers, and Yonkers is kind of like a beat-up town in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It's seen better days.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Like, you drive through certain parts, you're like, what bomb went off here? What type of explosive device was launched
Well, once
in
we
this
got
area?
there, it was obviously the cool bomb.
Yes. So the play's in this like little. It's in like this church. It's like a little venue, and it's probably like I don't know. There's a good amount of people there. Most of them are like I would say over 65. Right?
Yeah, that's being generous.
You think they were older than that?
Okay, well, 65, I guess. Yeah, that's.
It was a senior. How do you say this nice? I don't want to be insulting. I don't know how to say this.
Senior citizen.
A senior citizen-esque audience.
AARP member.
Okay. There may have been some people that fought in World War II there. We'll say that. Okay. And and you're kind of like, I don't know what to expect here. And then you watch this play, and it's just amazingly good.
It really was.
The play itself,
amazing.
I don't think we need to get into what it was about, but it was basically, it's a story about a priest, a Catholic priest, and he falls in love with this nun. And then all these, different things come from this, and all different, faith-based questions and things like that.
Yeah, and
what does
then
God really want from this and all that kind of stuff. But the thing I'm trying to get to is like, it was like the play's like 3 hours long. Well, it's 3 hours, but there's like a 20-minute intermission, half hour.
10-minute intermission that became like 28 minutes.
So it was like 2.5 hours, and there's maybe 5 people in the play.
I think 8.
But a lot of them didn't have lines, so it was like 5 people that really carried the whole thing. And we were kind of just blown away because we were this was a while ago. We were filming in the day, and we're like, yeah, we were doing some good acting today. And then you go see something like that. These people have just like hundreds of pages of dialogue, and it's just amazing, and it's all comes out perfectly and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really great performances from everyone. And the thing that was in my mind afterwards was really like, all these people could be in anything really. They were like, all these people are so talented and so good at what they do. They could be in any show, in any play, in anything. They were that great. And here they are in this like broken down church venue with like people there that were not really mentally all together in the audience. The kind of some of the jokes and stuff they didn't get and whatnot.
Yeah, there was a couple that did get up and leave.
And it kind of makes you see like there's so many talented people out there who just don't really ever get the light shine on them. It's really a tragedy of things, But I think like the way they look at it, they probably, you can tell they worked so hard on this. That's what it's all about.
Not to mention,
yeah,
they didn't have heat in the building for 2 months prior to the show, so they were rehearsing in frigid temperature.
Yeah, I thought they said something about when the storm came too. They had no power, and they had to practice.
Yeah, they already didn't have heat before the storm hit.
So these people were busted their ass making this thing, and why do they and why do they do this? They're cutting their teeth, they're honing their craft, and hoping that the opportunity will come. An opportunity will come, and they'll be ready for it. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was just such a really great show. Well, and I just hope, like, if there's ever like a chance to go to something like that, I hope people do it.
It's way better than you think. Oh, I've seen movies. What's the difference between a movie and a play? It is like the intensity of the emotion when the people expressing the emotion are within the same physical space as you.
Right.
It's just amplified. When you see a movie, there's never a sense of presence. You don't really feel the presence of the actors on the screen. When you're at a play, they're there. They're physically there.
Well, it's definitely. I think like we were talking about how the audience is really old, and I think it's part of the thing. It's part of a generational thing. Like these people grew up. Like, we'll go to the theater. We'll go to the theater, John, OJ. Let's just go. And that was like what they did. And they went to see like shows and people, musicians and things, and that was just part of their life culture.
What else were they gonna do?
That was part of their culture. Now that's kind of a thing that's gone now. People are like, what? I'm not gonna go to some thing. I'll just pop it up here, and watch it on my computer, or whatever. Anything I want, Elephant pornography, I could do that. But but I think, like you said, there's something to be said. Like if you have an opportunity to go see a stand-up comedian or a band or a play or something, definitely get out and do stuff and get out into the universe and check things out.
Seriously,
you agree with that?
It's well worth the expense, well worth going all the way out there. It's well worth your time. Because I was going there expecting, all right, this is going to be pretty cool, And I was basically blown away.
Yes.
It's way more intense than a movie. Like, that felt more intense than, I don't know, some scenes in some of the more shocking films I've viewed.
Okay. I'm just trying to say, it's not always about YouTube's cool and everything, but there's other stuff going on, I think, right?
Yes.
So, as far as like Chap was amazing in the play.
He really, he was kind of, he basically, the tone of the play was, I don't know if I'd say brooding, but it was, there was a lot of philosophy and some dark and some deep questions and stuff. But every time he was on stage, things brightened up a bit. He was pretty funny. He had a great Southern accent, and when he spoke, things were like, oh wow, okay, here's how things are going, blah blah blah. But then that was in sharp contrast to what happened once he left stage, and things got dark again. I mean, it was just like, it worked really well, and it really got the audience like into it. And not only that, but what happened just before the intermission was probably the most. I think that was the most intense part of the play, and you just watch it progress up until that point. Like the tension's building, then finally something happens. It's crazy.
So what happened during intermission? That's what you were talking about?
Well, no, that was something else.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what went on here.
So I parked around the side of the building, and I left the water bottle in the car. And I was dying of thirst by the time we hit intermission, so I figured I'd go out there and go get my water. And I go out to my car, and I hear a voice. Hey, John, you got my text. I'm like, my phone is off.
And it was Tony Danza.
No.
Hello.
No, Chap had sent me a message saying, hey, during intermission, come out around the side. And he had seen us in the audience, I guess.
Oh, yeah, did he?
Yeah, well, he knew we were there. Unless Dan did magic sign. Our friend Dan was also there. Unless he did magic sign language from the lighting booth to tell Chap that we were there, there's no other way he would know.
So that's what happened? He saw you?
Yeah, we spoke for a few minutes, and then he got called in to rehearse a scene.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you do rehearsals during the show?
Yeah, well, we had probably another 5-10 minutes of intermission, but the guy came back.
So that was it? That's what happened? That you had to tell us? That's the story? All right, that was a good story. I'm not faulting you for it. So that was a good day. We saw him in... he's going to be in on HBO. He's going to be in Muhammad Ali's...
Greatest Fight
on HBO. Which is an HBO movie or something?
I think he's assistant to Judge White.
Okay, and so hopefully we'll get him on here soon.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. Anything else to say about the play experience? Did you enjoy going to play with me?
It was fun. Definitely, it was a lot of fun.
All right. I didn't ruin it for you or anything. There was someone behind us that was, like, eating something.
Oh, gosh. Had a wrapper or something?
It was like some kind of a sucking thing. It was like a slurping. What was happening there?
Like, what do you, like, food they had there, they had bottles of water, a pineapple upside down cake or something.
They had some kind of
brownies.
something in a wrapper that people were getting, and they were ripping the wrappers during the show.
But what can you possibly eat from a wrapper where you make a slurping noise?
Like, it's not like I think they were like had the wrapper in there and they were scraping off whatever.
Like licking the chocolate off a Snickers wrapper or something?
So, yeah.
Well, maybe they took a Go-Gurt and slid it across the top and just kind of...
I thought they weren't supposed to sell food at plays because people would throw the food if the play was bad. Isn't that something that would go on?
John, there was no danger of this play being bad.
All right, so they just knew.
They knew.
All right, so that's the play that we went to together. It's not like that, okay? We're just really good friends. I went to see, went to the movies.
Attached OJ.
I went to the movies last night.
Wait, are you talking about the movie I absolutely want to hear nothing about whatsoever?
Why didn't you see it?
I'm seeing it on Friday.
Why didn't you see it before?
I had to record something in my mind with my brain and be sad.
Well, I'll just kind of touch on it, but I saw Wreck-It Ralph. And people don't know this is like the movie.
I gotta mute you now. Go on.
What is your issue, dude?
All right, just go. Keep talking. It's
What
cool.
the? I have to mute you now?
It's joke.
You know how many
it's
times
joke.
I want to mute you and I never do it? I saw Wreck-It Ralph. This is the Disney movie.
Yeah.
It's got John C. Reilly's the main character. It's got a really good cast. Sarah Silverman's in there. She's back. I don't know where she's been for like the last 10 years. Ed O'Neill is in there. He plays the arcade owner, I believe. Mr. Al Bundy himself, which is pretty cool. It's got a really good cast. It's basically about a video game character, and he doesn't like the game he's in. He goes to another game. He causes all kinds of issues. And within this movie, it was a really good. It was a really good script. A lot of really good references in it to things. And what was cool is like they didn't really force any of the stuff. It wasn't like some of these like movies try to do, you know. They just try to like have here's a reference for the sake of having it, but it all kind of fit in and made sense. It wasn't just like all of a sudden like, oh, why is this happening, you know? And I like how Qbert, you know Qbert. Do you know the character Qbert?
Yes.
Are you muting me? What is it? You're a sick person. And what the hell are you wearing right now?
What are you talking about?
You look like I don't even know what this is. I can't explain this.
Okay. Please continue.
You look like an adventurer. Like you have like a scarf and you have like a little scruff going and like a freaking hat. You look like like a terrible 1930s adventurer. Like someone that was with the Indiana Jones, and Indiana Jones just like punched him and left him for dead somewhere.
I think adventure is being generous.
That's what you kind of look like. A guy that really wants to be an adventurer, but he just couldn't cut it or something. I don't know what's going on there.
So I'm a level 0 character? Yeah,
level 0 adventurer. That's what you are. But you know, Qbert got to be like a big character in like a big movie, and that's really like a cool thing to me. I feel like it kind of like warmed my heart. You know, I was like, it's nice.
Well, considering they couldn't use the subject matter from Catherine, I can understand.
But anyway, I really like the movie. I think you should go see it. When you go see it, we could probably talk about it. I thought that I did not believe it was unbelievable that characters could travel from game to game. I did not think that was like out of the realm of possibility. What I found impossible in the movie was that arcades actually exist. That's what I thought actually was a little far-fetched.
Well, you know, you got to give them a break, you know?
Yeah.
Was this Pixar?
It was Disney. Disney,
not Pixar. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah, like arcades like that don't really exist, and I kind of like bummed me out a little bit afterwards. I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, like something from your childhood that was such a big part of your childhood is no longer there anymore.
I know people don't understand, man.
Yeah. I'll pretty much always prefer the arcade to any console or computer game or anything like that. That's just how it's always been for me. But it's kind of it's just very strange to think about that. Spend like hours and years of your life somewhere, and then
it's gone.
There was nothing of that, and it's so popular too, you know.
Yeah, and there's not even that. But what is there left to really show it was there? Save for people watching Tron.
Well, there's ROMs of games that existed, and people play them, and they kind of laugh at the graphics, and
it's not. Well, that's not really a monument to it. I mean, like I'm thinking of a physical thing. Like, is there going to be a history museum somewhere that has an arcade machine?
I think there is. I think there is a video game museum in Iowa. We should talk to Greg about this.
Good. Yes, good. Well, let's make sure that the arcade generation is never completely lost.
But I think it will be.
Well, that's what I'm hoping to prevent. So, John,
once we make
$1 bajillion, we will preserve the arcade history.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, so don't worry about it. Let's see here. Have you heard about The people that had the petitions to secede. Not
Yeah.
succeed.
Secede.
Not for the Union to succeed, but to secede from the Union. You've heard about this?
Yes.
Hundreds of thousands of Americans
Wanting to be not Americans.
want to be not Americans. And several states. You need, let's see, North Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, and Florida.
Texas?
They all had 25,000 signatures. Over 25,000 signatures for each state had this much. And if you do this, if you have this petition, then if you're able to get an official response from the current administration. So they have to kind of come up with some kind of thing to say to these people. And there's over 700,000 digital signatures for these petitions. And Texas has the most. They have 99,000 in Texas.
What I think I'm going to say something funny about Mooney, that from what Mooney said. He said, sweet, let's go get Canada. I'm like, what, are we going to like trade all those states and get Canada in exchange? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't sound too bad to me. Okay, look, I got nothing against the states, but seriously, folks, signing a petition to secede from the Union. Are you kidding me?
Well,
I understand you're dissatisfied with the current state of the country.
If you got problems, there's probably things you could be doing to try to fix the problems.
Yeah.
Make it
There's more
some
stuff
guy had to make the petition. Other people had to read the petition. Then they had to sign it. Then they had to email someone. This all takes several minutes. And those are minutes that could. No, it probably took a little while to get all this organized, and they had to submit it. So they had to submit the documents and do all the proper things. Yeah, there's probably things you could be doing to improve stuff instead of doing that. But apparently this isn't really a big deal because this kind of happens all the time. And basically there's a lot of crazy people out there. And there's all kinds of petitions. I have a list of different petitions that actually they got recently.
No. I got to hear this.
The city of Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas, it's a more of a liberal city. They actually made a petition to withdraw from Texas, but remain part of the United States, but withdraw from Texas.
It'd be like West Germany.
Yeah. So that was a petition that they actually submitted, which is kind of funny. Let's see what else we got here. There was a petition that people made, okay? This is kind of clever. People made a petition asking the president to sign an executive order to strip U.S. citizenship from anyone who signed a petition to secede. And furthermore, these people get deported as well.
Wow. Deported to where? Where are they going to go?
So the petition was basically like, if you signed the one to secede, you are no longer American and you get deported away. Yeah. There's also some other ones. They want to, the legalization of marijuana, asking to halt U.S. drone strikes, and demanding a recount of the election as well. So that's what's going on out there.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, when the mostly Democratic states, they didn't vote to secede when the other fellow won. I don't know. These petitions are crazy, man.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's just depressing. Like, I do not agree with the current administration. I think that the country is a piece of trash and we should leave it.
Yes. Okay. So take care of it.
I'm sorry. That's just depressing to me.
So, Jim, what's going on with you, man? I know you've been doing a bunch of stuff.
Well, I did have some fun.
I know you got some property stolen or something.
Yeah, this is great. So, back when I was out in San Diego, I haven't had a chance to mention this to folks. I had I brought some cash with me, but I ran low on cash, and my friend said, "Hey, we got oh yeah, dude, don't worry. There's a cheap ATM right there. It's $1.50. It's right in front of this Chinese restaurant." I'm like, okay. It's middle of the night. My bank's nowhere in sight, and it's maybe like about 11:30 or midnight. I go over, and there's this ancient, really old-looking ATM, like wow, man, this is pretty old school. Like, not super old, but kind of like this was purchased a while ago and no one ever updated
Where
it
was
to
this?
something modern. San Diego.
Okay.
And I used the ATM, got my money, whatever.
Was it like those ATMs like it takes a really long time?
Yeah, it's like dialing with a modem or something.
Yeah, it's like 100 years old. Like it takes forever.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's absurd. So, okay, I get my money there. And then when I finally get to fly back from San Diego, a few days later, I get a text message from the bank saying, "Did you make this transaction?" I'm like, "What? What transaction is this? Please check your logs. If you did not make this transaction, blah blah blah." I'm like, So I get on my computer, I go onto my my email, and I got an email from my bank saying, "We found some suspicious activity in your account. This money was retrieved in San Diego." I'm like, "I'm in San Diego. That was me getting the money. Sweet." And somebody spent $437 at an online store from New Jersey.
What did they get? Do you know what they bought?
Clothing.
They bought clothes.
They were trying to buy clothes and stuff. And first, there was a $10 charge at a gas station in Jersey to see if they could get away with using my card.
Wow.
And then I called the bank immediately, like, "Hello, bank. I'm in San Diego and not in New Jersey. I'm not in both places at the same time. Could you? Okay, don't worry. We've already refunded the money. Don't worry about it."
How could they use it at a gas station? They have the number and everything?
They got the number
So
somehow.
how do you put that into a gas station?
I have the physical card still. They stole my card.
So how do you go to a gas station and put a number in without having a card? I don't know how to do that.
I think they probably have a blank card that they can rewrite the magnetic strip on.
You can load it up on there and all the info? Wow.
It's my guess. And they...
How does someone in New Jersey steal your identity in freaking San Francisco?
I think... I mean, I wonder if somebody had... one of the ATMs or stores I'd been to, someone probably had something like either messed with the card reader or something else where if you swipe the card, it memorizes your magnetic strip.
Okay, and they
something happened
there
because I don't use that online very much.
I can only hope. The only thing I could hope is that the people in New Jersey maybe had a really rough run from the storm, and they used the money to like get some things they needed.
Oh,
that's like the only thing that's the only thing I could come up with. That's probably not the case.
Yeah, well, either way, I got a new card after a few. So I was stranded, for the rest of the time with no money. Like I had like $20 to get myself back from San Diego.
Wow.
Which is a little scary, but I made it. It was okay.
Did they refund you, or how'd this work?
Yeah. They credited the money right back to my account. Like this.
Can you say like? Can you say like this ATM? Like, can you complain about it or something?
I told the people I know in San Diego. They're like, because I've been using that ATM for years. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm like, okay, maybe it wasn't that, but
maybe it was those are the people that stole the card. Maybe.
Oh, that would be terrible.
They seem so like adamant about this.
Shipped it to their family in Jersey or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that was a not good thing, but it worked out.
All right, good.
Oh, and the new debit card they gave me is like covered in like shiny. It is like the most sparkly piece of plastic I think I've ever laid eyes on. And I've seen costume jewelry.
You love it.
Dude, the thing is not brilliant as in genius. Brilliant as in it is bright and hard to look at in the sun. A little excessive.
I'll have to take a look at this. Possibly use it in New Jersey for some gas and some clothes. Woo! So what you went to something this weekend? You were telling me a beer dinner or something.
I went to a beer dinner.
I went to a beer dinner. I go, what the hell is that? So what is it?
So when I was in San Diego, I went to the Stone Brewery, which makes some really awesome beer. Blah 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 blah. And there's a couple bars near me that have occasional beer dinners where they'll have brewers come or brewers PR people come, and they will pair with the chef beer and food together. Stuff that accents it, like going to a very fancy dinner where they give you different wine with every course, except in this case it is beer. And it was not cheap, but it was a lot of fun. It was really good. We had 6 courses, and I think 3 or 4 of the courses were food I would never have imagined myself eating otherwise. I actually have the menu which you're not going to be able to read because it's tiny.
Who'd you go with?
I went with my friend from
Did you go with your lady?
and some friends from work. But so the courses were 6 of them. Yes. Thanks, John.
What is your problem? Why can't you just say yes?
I don't know. It's just awkward.
It's something that's bad?
No, it's not bad. It's great.
All right.
It's just
Just
my
say
whole
it then.
personal life is now on the show. Hello, everyone.
Well, there's a lot of things that are not public information. There's a lot of things that are, but I don't think we got too deep into the details of things.
No. But anyway, yeah. So now going back on track. The first course was steak tartare. I don't know if y'all know what this is. This is the sushi of steak. It's not cooked.
Well, you eat sushi and stuff. What's the difference here?
It's red meat, man. This is like an E. coli extravaganza.
So how do people not get sick from this? It's just like such a good cut or something. Like
They cut it. It's really good cut, and I guess
such
they
high quality.
treat it with stuff very well.
It's not from one of the places, the slaughterhouses where like the animals are in like 30 feet of feces, walking around.
I hope not, but if so, I'd like to think they're above the waterline.
Yeah.
You know, stepping on the other cows.
Yeah.
So
We should talk about
me tell
sushi one day because people are asking us in the chat. They're saying, is sushi good and stuff like that.
sushi is good. I didn't eat sushi until I was 17 or 18, I think.
Oh, I was there the first time you had it. And
One
you
of them.
caused a scene.
You know
Go to
what?
this really nice restaurant because me and John and a couple other friends, we usually go to the same Chinese Japanese restaurant.
This
and,
problem was caused by you people. But do continue.
How is that?
Please continue the story,
So
or
we
you can
go-
allow. Yes.
All right, so we usually would go to out to dinner, or we go to like the mall. We go get like some food, and then we go play games at someone's house, pretty much every weekend, during school. And we'd usually get sushi because it was kind of cheap. It's only like $4 for a couple of pieces and stuff, and so we get like a few and split it. And we always did sushi, and John would never have the sushi, and then one day we got him to try the sushi. And it was like a really nice restaurant. We're at the sushi bar. He puts it into his mouth. He doesn't even really attempt to really try eating it. He just has it like just touches it to his mouth. Immediately starts acting like he's gagging. He's going to die. Basically, just it just makes everyone there uncomfortable. The guy that runs the restaurant was very upset. He looked like he was probably very disturbed by what happened. The other people in the restaurant got up and left. They thought, this guy here, maybe he's getting poisoned. Should I not eat this food? It was a whole ordeal that you caused.
John,
and you didn't really try to have it. That's the part that I was upset about.
John, that
Not
was
that
the
you didn't like it, OJ. Not that you didn't like it. The fact that you didn't even really attempt. That you didn't really even try. And that's the problem. I don't care if you fail. All right? Failing's part of life. But you have
John,
to attempt things.
That was the second time I tried sushi. First of
Really?
all,
I didn't. Okay, what was the first time?
the first time, I almost vomited. All right. So you got
You almost
the good
vomited
end.
this time. You were feigning. You were feigning vomit. You were feigning.
It was vinegary.
You were feigning
all right?
diarrhea.
This was the most, John, that was the most vinegary food I had ever eaten.
You were feigning a diarrhea
Japanese.
fit. A stomach
I was not
issue.
feigning a diarrhea fit. How do you feign a diarrhea fit? Do you like wet your pants with chocolate milk and say,
You were
"It's
holding your
brown"?
stomach like something was going to come out of it. Like an alien was going to come out of the middle of your stomach. This isn't a restaurant. This is for people. Adults go. They wear pants and they show up and they sit civilized humans and they eat food. All right, what was the first time?
That was in 5th grade. Our teacher wanted us to try exotic food, and it was Japanese food day. I just tried a little bit of sushi and a rice cracker, and immediately ran to the bathroom like, why? Hit the water fountain, running. Oy.
So how'd you eventually get? You eventually had to get it because you went to Japan and you were like, I have to eat this now. Is that what happened?
Actually, yeah. Well, actually, I only had sushi twice in Japan, I think. Sushi twice, sashimi once, I think.
It's basically the same thing. Don't be
Yeah.
like that. Why? Well, explain the story. Why? How did you get into it all of a sudden?
I think so. I think a lot of my well, it was the Japanese class, and a lot of my like the teacher brought in sushi, and everyone was trying it. I'm like, if anyone's gonna know how to have good sushi, it's gonna be the Japanese teacher. So I tried it, and yeah, it didn't go so badly. When I tried to eat the edamame whole, it went pretty badly.
I actually did that as well.
Yeah.
The first time I ever had that one, well, with a bunch of people. It was in New York City, and they were like, "Oh, let's get the edamame." So I'm like, "All right, that's cool." And then I just started eating it, you know.
Yeah.
And we were like, people started laughing. I'm like, "Whoa, what was going on? Is there something on my face? Like, what did I do? Is there a piece of toilet paper hanging on my pants? Why are you laughing?" And I was like, "Oh, you're supposed to take the things out of it."
Now that's the thing. Like, I thought it was like a green bean. You're supposed to eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
But if you guys have ever had edamame, I don't know if y'all have done it. It's got hair on the outside. Like, this is a hairy seed pod.
This is why these
right?
countries want us to secede, because they don't want this food in their states.
I guess not. But in any event,
I like how you make this a hairy pod. It's a hairy pod. Delectable. Well,
hey, we're not talking Rocky Mountain oysters, which were formerly hairy pods.
Well, I eat sushi probably at least every 2 weeks or so. I get it. It's affordable. I feel like it's really healthy.
It's pretty good.
I eat a lot of it. I like a lot of the types. There's a lot of places near me that do a really good job with it.
Oh yeah.
I like, was that ginger or something?
The ginger, the pickled ginger, or the
ginger. I used to not eat it. I used to just eat the sushi, right? And I was at like the sushi bar one day, and the guy and the chef is like, "You should eat this because I eat it. I never get sick." He goes, "I never get sick, so I eat it." And I usually don't get sick. I did get sick recently.
Oh yeah.
But I think there's maybe something to that. Maybe, I don't know. But I think it's really good for you. I wouldn't eat too much of it because I know like stuff out of the ocean can have stuff in it that's not good. Mercury. Yeah, there you go.
I hope it's not a Sable. I never really wanted that car.
So, that's bad. But but it makes me laugh, so I guess it was good. So yeah, I don't know how we got in on this tangent, but that's that.
Yeah, and actually, I like sushi a lot too. I almost had it today. It's really good. But
okay.
One thing though, there's several different types of sushi. There's plain old. You took a piece of fish, you put it on some rice sushi, and that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Then you've got traditional rolls, and then you've got crazy. Let's take everything, 3 sauces, and put it in a roll and cover it in seaweed and put this crunchy stuff on it. And that's a little excessive. Still good.
I like just pretty much basic stuff. I know there's like these places that try to be like real fancy. They'll be in like little trendy neighborhoods, and they'll try to like have like special sushis. Get creative with it. A lot of stuff's kind of like they'll charge like a lot for it. That's kind of, I don't know. I like to do that, but it's like just basic stuff.
And how many other foods are there that people are known for being served nude off of them, besides sushi?
Well, a lot of them are not known for it, but all foods are possible. Especially
soup, John.
Especially soups and salads of all kinds, with dressing and everything.
Now I'm thinking of Seinfeld.
But I don't know. I mean, like how many? I feel like that, like food, like that's like an art, in a way, and like there's like a visually like really artful and stuff, and it's also good and it's good for you. So I think it's a good food.
Yeah.
What were we talking about originally that we got off on this?
Oh yeah, crazy food. I mean, I'm a pretty picky eater. Let me put it this way: when I was a little kid, dude, I probably said this a million times. I wouldn't eat anything, as evidenced by what John just told us.
That's what we were talking about.
I was that bad. Well, the food, the crazy food at this beer dinner.
Oh yeah, the beer dinner. Okay, yeah.
So there were 6 courses, right? And it started with a steak tartare, and like seriously, like that is an experience. It tastes like steak, but it's smooth, and it's like pate. It wasn't bad, but I just couldn't handle it. So I just tried a little bit of it, but whatever. Then they had other weird thing, veal ravioli. I usually don't like veal, kicks butt. But here's the thing, man. I'm really picky about certain foods just because I'm stupid. Like, I tend to avoid goat cheese unless I have to eat it just because I'm stupid. But they had this blue Stilton cheese with they got me to eat blue cheese. Why? One, because everything else was good, but probably because I'd had 5 beers by then. And one funny thing about this place, it was like a 3-hour dinner. they started with the strongest beers from this dang brewery, and then moved on to lighter ones. And by the end of it, man, that cheesecake was good. And I run at it, forgot what it was I wanted to say about the dinner besides the fact that everything was delicious, everything was tasteful, it was very classy, and it was a very wonderful time.
Did you wear shorts?
No, man, I was all dressed up nice. Nicer
Really?
than I'm dressed right now.
Just take us some pictures, man.
Oh.
Come on now. Come on.
I have the menu.
That's the menu?
Yeah.
What does that say? What? Bastard? Is that what that says?
Every single word on
bastard
the beer.
ale?
Yeah, every single word on the beer is spelled wrong on that bottle.
All right.
Like, none of y'all can read this, but there it
I can't
is.
see it at all. Well,
Yeah.
veal ravioli.
Yeah.
And the lady enjoyed the dinner.
Yeah. It was a very wonderful time.
You didn't do anything that was upsetting to her, did you? Were you a gentleman? Did you do the right things?
I didn't pull her chair out.
Did she bring that up to you, or did something you just?
No, I just didn't. I forgot.
Maybe she didn't want
It
you
was too
to.
late. I don't know.
Did you open the door to the car and stuff?
We walked from the train station.
Did you tie the thing around her neck, or what do you put on your lap? I don't know. I don't go to nice places. The towel.
What towel?
The napkin. Did you put the napkin on her?
No,
Cover
I
her
think
like her
she's
outfit.
fully capable of acquiring a napkin on her own.
Did you say you look very nice today?
Yes.
You said you look very lovely.
Not with those exact words,
What did
but
she say about how you were dressed? You know
I
what I
don't
meant?
think she said anything.
She didn't say anything about how you were dressed.
I don't know. She might have. I don't remember.
What did you wear?
I wore a nice button-down shirt and slacks.
Did it have some kind of weird shirt?
Dress
Like
pants.
the shirt have something on it, like Spider-Man or like freaking bronies or whatever these things are you like?
It had a pocket.
Did it have, I don't know, what do you like, GLaDOS and I don't even know what you're into. Weird stuff, I don't know. Did it have any kind of character or like thing
No,
on the
dude,
shirt?
it's a button-down Zickin shirt, man.
Did you wear that? Did you wear that hat?
Nah, I just wore my gloves and then took them off when it got awkward.
Did you, let's see, did you have polite conversation?
Yes, we had polite conversation.
Did you eat like an animal, or did you use like a fork and a spoon and the things you're supposed to use? Utensils?
I brought my own chopsticks. It made eating the langoustine very easy, and it was very good for the cheese.
Did you spill things on her or yourself or on the floor or any other person?
No.
Did you make a mess all over the table?
No.
Did you excuse yourself when you went to the bathroom?
Yes?
Did you?
I said, pardon me, I need to use the facilities.
Were you in there for like more than longer than a normal person should be in the bathroom?
What?
Were you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at?
Dude!
Were you in the bathroom longer than you should have been?
No.
Did you? All right, the most important question. Did you get the bill? Did you pay?
Yeah, I paid before we got there.
Oh, it was like a prepaid dinner.
Yeah, it was
That's
a prepaid
fancy.
dinner.
Well, it sounds like you did a great job. She really enjoyed it?
I think so, yes.
All right. You think she'll come on here one day and talk about the dinner? Because I want to know what really happened.
Are you serious?
I don't really believe what you're telling me.
John, you've known me long enough to know that while I may be dishonest, I don't often lie.
Yeah, but I don't think it's lying. I think maybe the way... Sometimes the way one person sees things is different than the way the other person does. It's not really like you're lying. It's just kind of the way, you know, it's you experience
My perception?
things. Perceptions are different for everyone, you know. So.
Yeah, and the tip was
It sounds
included
like
with the price.
All
So,
right. Well, I wasn't
answer
going
the
to ask.
question.
I don't care about tip. I don't tip, so I wasn't going to ask about that. But thank you for adding that part.
Well, it was asked in the chat.
Okay. Why don't we? Why don't we do some comments? That was fun.
Sure. Sorry, it was just pretty funny because PS3 TNA just brought up something I hadn't think I'd hear about again.
What did he say?
It includes words I don't say out loud. It begins with 360.
Oh, all right. Well, that's from
Yeah.
the show. All right. Followers of the show will know what that's about.
Yes.
Let's do some comments, sir.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll
Our
get
first-
some calls in here. We'll get some other things going on.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Our first comment comes from the Runman KRJ. John Rambo, I'm just curious.
By the
And I
way,
understand-
before you do this, I gotta say, like, YouTube. Did you notice YouTube changed itself? YouTube like totally changed everything.
How?
You'll have to go to it. You probably haven't been there like 3 months, but they changed things around. And it's a lot harder to pull these comments now.
Oh.
Because you used to be able to go like to get all the comments, you used to be like see all. You click on that and it shows all the comments. You can scroll up and down. Now I have to like scroll and then you have to load more. Keep loading.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
I still hit see all.
That's how it is for me. I don't know. They changed things. I don't know what's going on.
Your computer is gone crazy.
I think sometimes it's the new YouTube, but sometimes it's not. I don't know what's going on. But anyway.
Sometimes you feel like comments. Sometimes you don't.
All right. So anyway, keep continuing with this. I just had to say what I had to say. It was important to everyone to hear that.
Yeah. Sorry. Next.
All right.
The Run Man KRJ says, John Rambo, I'm just curious, and I understand if you don't want to tell me or think it's none of my business, but are you and OJ brothers or related in any kind of way? Do you want to tell us?
I just think it's funny that like assuming that we were brothers, like he just kind of assumes like, you know, it would be hard for someone to admit to that we are related. You know, like
John, no one wants to admit they're related to me. Like my parents tell me that they found me on the street.
Oh, is that true?
No.
That is awful. But I don't know if he meant it that way or if he was just like being really polite in the way he asked the question.
I think he's being polite in the way he asked the question.
But I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna say we're not really the blood relatives, but we are pretty much. I consider you like a brother to me because if you grew up with someone as your neighbor when you're like 12 or whatever the heck it was, and you know them when you're 28, 29 or whatever the heck age you are now. So that's pretty. I mean, you pretty much. You know, I'd say so. I consider you to be like a family member.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I would not give you a kidney or any other blood or anything like that.
I'm not sure I would want anything that came from your body. Are
you kidding me? That's an honor to get my kidney. Now you're going to get it. Just for saying that.
Victory!
But it's kind of funny, though. Maybe we're related in that I did not want to admit it. Because there are a lot of things, like, there's a lot of things that we do get into here, like private information, but there's a lot of things that we don't. Which is kind of a weird line to balance, you know.
A little bit, yeah.
I never wanted this to be like a reality show.
Well,
like I don't really like reality shows. I don't really ever want to be on a reality show. So I think a lot of things should be separate. If they're just, you know, I think a lot of things are minor that people don't really know, or I don't think it really matters if you did or not. Like if there's something that would matter, I would tell you. Like if it impacted anything that we do here or made or improved things in any way, you know. But no, we're not related, unless there's something you know that I don't.
Well, I mean, we're both Sicilian, right?
Well, sir, you are half.
Quarter.
A quarter. Well,
yeah.
But you're half like Italian or whatever. So,
yeah.
You know.
In theory, we could be related somewhere really far down the line.
That is true, yeah. As far as we know.
And that's why you haven't killed me yet.
Maybe the truth will come out someday.
The truth is out there.
Yeah.
And in here.
Okay. That was a good comment. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yes.
All right. Well, here's something from GoldenEye Blue. By the way, John, statistically, you are more likely to be killed by a vending machine than you are to have a case of voter fraud in your state. This is a fact.
I don't see how you can really figure that out, like, because if there's voter fraud, you wouldn't know about the fraud until the fraud is made, you know, available to know about. So
actually, I'm looking at this from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Vending machines are deadly. You don't understand how many vending machines are designed to kill the 1 millionth customer.
Yeah. I almost kind of like, I know it sounds hard, but I almost kind of welcome the challenge of the vending machine. Like these vending machines take people out. Try to take me out, vending machine. We shall see what happens. You know, almost welcome the challenge. It's exciting to me because my blood boiling. It's like this vending machine thinks it could take out a human. It's a stupid machine with Cheetos, Doritos, and crap in it. I'm a man. I have a brain. You know, I put my pants on one leg at a time. I have sex with women. I could drive a car. You know, I could cook a moderately decent meal for myself.
Dude, this sounds like it should be that sunscreen song.
I could do basic mathematics. What can the machine do? Nothing. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. All right, that's my rant on that. All right.
All right. Yeah, I still think that vending machines kill lots of people. Especially if they're filled with bouncy bubble beverage. So, next comment then.
Yes.
Rest in peace, John Rambo. You'll be missed. From Tehadahada 420.
I don't know what that was even reference to, but it's nice to know. I'll be thought of. Is there something I don't know? Is there some kind of plot? Is this something to do with the OJ heel turn, maybe?
Oh, you're the first person to bring that up this episode? You?
What's going on? What's happening here?
I'm not turning heel.
Does this involve Ron Jambo? Is the Ramboholics? What does it involve? I want to know.
I was just hoping that we could get through an episode without somebody saying OJ heel turn, and look who brings it up. You. And look, everybody jumps on it. Everybody jumps on it.
Some people are saying
Headlight
that...
Fluid, Sturmgeist, Mooney, and Maya the Bee. Come on.
Some people are saying that John Rambo's dead, and this is actually Ron Jambo here. I don't... maybe. I don't know. Okay, what do we got next? What do we got next, John?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out how to prove whether you're you. This one's from the Ramborsian Doorman. Very prolific writer.
John Rambo has a birthmark that Ron Jambo does not. It's in a very strange place. That's the difference. That's the only difference. Everything else is there.
It.
I will find it, he says.
All right, so here's the next comment from the Ramborsian Doorman. Well, that was different. Slightly disturbing, surely illegal to join on, and probably painful, but nonetheless different. What has the show come to? Are you guys in a partnership with ZooTube? First we have Yahtzee-corn, now this. What's next? Gorilla fish rape? John Rambo presents, teaching you the birds and the bees. With animals! Squinty big smiley face emoticon.
Yeah, that was in reference to that. That was what Borgia Dorman's always got the best stuff.
He really does.
He really does.
Ah, for the love of
it's very
elephants.
Fun. But yeah, so yeah.
Better
I assume it would be very painful to join in. Yes.
You think?
Partnership with ZooTube. What's the payout on a ZooTube partnership?
Probably not.
$2 every 1,000 views. Or is it more of the AdSense base?
I have no idea, and is that even remotely necessary?
One day we're gonna do a show about partnerships. Because I get these offers and some of them are so stupid.
All I'm gonna say, man, is that you got people believing that it's my fault that the elephants showed up again.
I don't. Should I say who the partnership's from? Should I say?
No.
Why
don't
not?
do it. You don't want to tell. You don't want to make people mad at you, man.
Okay. Well, I got this email. I'm not gonna say who they were. I'm just gonna say what happened. But they go, okay, we're so and so. We want to do a partnership with your channel. We like your channel. I don't think they even know what it is. They just look at views or whatever. I don't think they even care what the hell is on this freaking channels. But they go, what we're gonna do is you sign the channel over. You sign over we basically put our AdSense on your channel, right? They operate through Google AdSense. But what we're going to do is we're going to keep 40% whatever you make from AdSense, and you get 60% of what you get. But the reason that we'll do this is because we're going to promote your videos on our website.
But that's really expensive advertising.
So you're going to give them 40% because what we have now is Google AdSense.
Yeah.
So they want to take 40% of it, which wouldn't be much, so I don't think they'd be too happy with what they get. But in turn, they're going to promote your video. Like, really, what are you going to do? So.
Yeah.
Some of them are just really dumb.
That just doesn't seem like it's terribly profitable for you.
No. What I want to know is how these people make their money. These people that own these partnership companies or whatever.
Huh.
That's the thing with me. Like, I don't want to join them. I want to do what they do.
You want to do what the people do.
Because they're obviously just taking people for a ride. I think
They want to take you for a ride.
If you
right?
if you work for someone, you work with somebody, right? It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what it is. If you work for someone, you make more for that company than you actually pocket in the end. That's for every job.
Huh.
Do you agree with that? Because that's how
Make more.
That's
Yeah. Otherwise, why would they
how
hire
would they,
you?
yeah, because how would they be able to afford you? And how so you make a profit for everyone that you work for. And so they're gonna make more than you do for doing basically nothing. So I don't like that. I don't like that stuff.
It just doesn't make sense in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around the economics here, and it's not working. No.
Yeah. All right.
And trying to make sure I'm prepared for
no
this.
one really
next
cares.
comment.
No one cares about that stuff anyway. It's stupid. No one cares.
Okay. In that case, shall we go on to the next comment?
Yes.
All right. Sleepy Brown 13 says, John, this is how you say stay ballsy in Japanese. Ise no ii taizai. And this is how you read it in English. Ise no ii taizai.
Is that what you said it was?
I wasn't sure what the verb for to stay is,
Do
but
you know what this guy wrote here? Do you know what this is?
well, ise means high-spirited,
Okay.
and
All right.
taizai means stay, I think.
Oh, all right. So it's
Yeah,
not
I mean-
necessarily like ballsy, but it's the meaning
No.
of what ballsy would mean.
I guess
All right.
to a
That's cool.
degree. I mean, it's a little bit less ballsy than ballsy. It's a bit less. It's a little bit less potential, a little bit less controversial than saying
Yeah.
ballsy, I think.
Okay.
Because I mean, high spirit is not that. Yeah, it's not that vulgar,
Right.
but still. Cool. All right. Should we do the next one?
Sure.
I don't see a name here, so
Sure.
let me prepare, please. Pardon my...
Yeah, this one was anonymous, but I thought it was nice. I don't know. Check it out.
All right. Hey, John and OJ. I want to thank the two of you for helping me improve myself over these past few months. A while back, I messaged you saying I was being threatened by a bully, and thanks to your advice, I talked to my teacher and we resolved the issue. Not only that, but you've also encouraged me to stay ballsy, and now I have begun to socialize more and have been talking to more people as well. Keep doing what you guys do because it's not only funny and entertaining, but it's also helpful and informative. Thank you guys. P.S. This is kind of old now, but hashtag OJ heel turn.
So that was cool because I was like, it was a gentleman that we spoke to, a way back, and things worked out. So that was a good thing.
That's really nice to hear. I'm really glad when stuff like that works out for people. I'm really happy to have read that.
Yeah. Except for the last part you didn't like.
You know what? In this case, I'll take it.
Okay.
You know what? That's fine.
Yes. So that's it for the comments. We're going to do some calls, and there's a couple people that wanted to get in here.
All right.
So.
Bring it on!
All right, one gentleman already here. Let's try to get him in. Here we go. Let's see if he's there. Hello. I think John's leaving. Hello, sir.
Hello?
How's it going?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Do you want to talk about 90s movies first or WWE 13?
Whoa, he's got topics. He's got topics.
Yeah, I'm prepared.
So, you're solid fast. Your name's Rob, right?
Right.
I've spoken to you before. It's the first time you come on the show. I know you've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Happy to have you on here. WWE 13. What do you think about the game? Me and OJ have both played the game, so.
The Attitude Era mode is really fun. Probably, like, the best, I guess, campaign in the WWE game since, like, No Mercy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And after you beat the game, then you go watch wrestling for real. It's, like, so depressing. Like, man, why does it suck so much now?
Aw.
Yeah, you definitely like when you play that. It's definitely like, oh wow, you start to remember and you see how like vivid the characters were and how like well put together.
Yeah.
This,
Well, one of the
characters were and
coolest
stuff.
things is how they use like real audio from the events that actually happened into
that's
the game.
Right. And the thing I was thinking about, like, think about it, it's 2012. They made a game about the late 90s, right?
Right.
In the late 90s, let's say they made a game about 1984. Like, people would have been pissed off. Like, people would have like, been so mad, you know? But they do this now. People love this. So it kind of shows you where things are, you know?
Right.
I think. So, what were your thoughts on the just in general on the game? Tell us.
It's still pretty fun, but there are still like some of the same problems. There, like, I don't know if you've ever actually played a Money in the Bank match, but it can just be really annoying at times. It feels like whenever you climb a ladder, everyone will just turn and throw the ladder. But when somebody else tries to win, nobody even cares.
What?
Yeah, it's
like
a little bit glitchy. Like sometimes you can like get to a point where you can just grab it because they'll be stuck somewhere. Like they'll be in like an angle and they can't quite get there.
You just have to like hide and wait till everybody leaves the ring and then take your chance.
I actually don't mind it that much. I just feel like it's really chaotic a lot of the time.
Oh yeah, it's still really fun.
Yeah.
The best stuff is when like the game just glitches and something really happens. Like there are sometimes a ladder will just glitch out and just fly out of the ring.
I had a glitch where like during the match music will start playing. Have you seen this before?
No, I haven't, but that does sound funny.
Yeah, like the music from when you start the game, it'll just start playing music during the match. I don't know how to
Or
hear
after
this.
you win a match and then do a new match, sometimes the win music will continue on.
Yeah, that happened to us once.
One of the other things that annoys me a little is like sometimes you'll set up the ladder and you'll think it's like in a good spot where you can grab the belt. They'll climb the ladder and it's like slightly to the right and you can't grab it. And the game will it's like, come on.
The thing I dislike about the game the most is it's actually a good thing that became a bad thing. Like when you start the game, it plays the music for the guys, right?
Right.
The problem is it plays like the same couple though over and over. Like
Yeah.
David Otunga is like nonstop.
With my game, I heard Ziggler's theme like every single time I booted the game.
I heard I hear David Otunga, and then they'll play like Zack Ryder and Otunga again. And Lita, it's like Lita and Otunga.
Or Tunga's for the 360 version, and Ziggler they reuse on the PS3 version.
I don't know, it's just not just like. I mean, it'd be cool if they played different ones, but it's always like the same few, and it's just really like grating. It's like, oh my god. I feel like the reversals they made it like even harder to get some of the reversals done. What do you think?
Yeah.
About
Oh gosh.
It's more random. Like there are times I can reverse a lot, and then all of a sudden the computer will come back and I just can't reverse anything.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like,
So they watch Phil's playthrough. That actually happens a lot to him.
I mean, if I wanted to memorize frames, I'd play Street Fighter.
Right.
Because you have to memorize what the move looks like to know. His arm is there. Reverse. No.
Yeah, you have to know like where the animation is and when to do it like that.
Yeah.
I felt like it was pretty hard in the other game. In this game, they made it even harder to do. I didn't really see what that was about. But overall, I think the game's really good. I think it might be like the best.
Yeah.
I'd hate to say it, but I think it might be the best wrestling game ever done.
Like,
What?
I played a lot of games this year, and for some reason, WWE 13 feels like it'd be in like my top 10, which is kind of disappointing. Shows how disappointing 2012 was in general, kind of.
Yeah, there's only like three. I bought Mass Effect this year. I got WWE 13, and I got Assassin's Creed. I didn't even play Assassin's Creed yet, so that's pretty much it. I'm not even getting anything else.
I'm a
year.
pretty big Assassin's Creed fan, and even I felt that game was mildly disappointing.
I didn't even try it out yet, but I'm going to. John likes No Mercy. He's getting mad over here.
Yeah.
Ending is pretty much
Yeah.
Mass Effect 3 for Assassin's Creed 3. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's just kind of like not that good.
I just gotta say that WWE 13 is like if you tried to remake No Mercy, but didn't care about having the game actually work all the time, because the game is so glitchy.
Yeah.
Like stuff. It just fit. It's a.
No Mercy.
I mean,
Remember
it's a
like the shop zone?
Okay.
Yeah.
But look,
You're
the
gonna-
deal with
I just
Also-
want that. Just buy
Yeah.
stuff. I like
I
this.
just-
You keep playing the game. I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off. You can talk.
I do
now.
the same. Go on, sir. My bad.
Well, no, I was just thinking about the shop zone from No Mercy and like all the stuff you can just buy and unlock. It feels like you get stuff when you play added to there in WWE 13, but when you're done, you're kind of done, and there's nothing left to unlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the different WWE 13 obviously looks better. and it plays better in a lot of ways, in some ways. But I feel like there was more attention to detail in No Mercy, way more attention to detail. Like, not just in the fact that that it was pretty deep.
4 different flannel jackets. I like one.
Well, No Mercy had a great engine to it. It was something that the reason it was so good is because that was like the 3rd or 4th game using that engine, and each time they improved it. WiiU13, I guess you can make the argument they didn't really improve it on 12 that much. But I think like these new games are so cool with the community creations, and if you're actually a wrestling fan, there's so much you can go forever with downloading characters and stuff like that.
One thing I'll say about the community creations, the servers actually fucking worked this year.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
I will say one other thing about the game that I found was hilarious. With the DDT, a monster DDT.
I kept doing
and the DDT
because I was playing. I kept doing DDTs, and John was getting John was in the other room
and over.
And he's like, "What? He's like, what the hell's going on with the DDT in there?" Well, he doesn't say hell, but
bugs. I'll do like a power slam, and Joe will be like, "My God, what a power bomb!" or something. Like I didn't even do it.
Yeah. I eventually turned the commentary off on like the normal match, not the Attitude Era mode, but the normal matches. I eventually turned it off.
Oh yeah, nobody wants to hear Michael Cole.
Plus, it's a lot of the same. It's a lot of the same dialogue from last year too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's recycled a lot of it. I don't know.
All I'm gonna say is that bit of the story mode with Mankind, Mick Foley and all that stuff, that was pretty effing sweet.
Oh yeah.
That was great.
Aside from what actually happened.
Mankind. All right, Rob. Thanks, man. We'll have you on again to talk about the movie stuff. 'Cause I want to try to get a few more people in, but thanks for coming on, dude.
Thanks for having me.
All right, boy. See you later.
Thank you, dude.
All right. You love that No Mercy, don't you?
It's hard. I'm looking at it through the eyes of when I was a child. Like, I grew up with that game, man.
Yeah.
My memories of the game are you, me, and 2 really other good friends just sitting there playing it forever.
Yes.
Yeah. And my mom shouting, but it's like the pagans versus the Christians downstairs.
All right, another gentleman wants to come on. He sent me a message here on Skype. Let's see what
yes,
happens.
Skype, which is now my face.
Let's see what happens here. La 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 la. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
Yo.
Good.
So what's up? You got any topics in mind you wanted to speak about today?
Well, I'm pretty excited for My Little Pony,
What about My Little Pony? Are you talking about the show? Are you talking about, are you going to do something with a My Little Pony toy? What's happening? What do you mean?
Whoa.
Well, I was asking you a question. What's going on?
No, the show is very good.
The show's. Are we in like a season now? Are we like a what is this?
It's be like season
right
4, dude.
It's like season 3. Come
Oh,
on.
I'm talking about the show is season 4.
Do we have like a
My
special?
Little
Is there like a
Ponies?
special episode coming up? Like a
boy.
story arc is ending? What's going on?
No, the season 3 just started last Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know why there's so much hate for bronies in the chat.
Yeah,
Is there really? What's
pretty
going
weird.
on?
There's
Come on,
a bit.
guys. Come on.
I mean,
I see some supporters in there. It's not all. It's not all hatred.
I joke about the show, all right? It's not bad. It's just, I don't know. I just know some people who are obsessed with it more than is usual. But it's not a bad show. It's not. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great show. I like it. Between Jesus Christ.
And who else? Oh, for
Between
love
me
of
and...
dude.
Well, you don't think
Between me and
the
Heather.
horses do that? You don't think the ponies do that? You don't think that goes on?
That's off screen. That's off screen.
Well, why is it off screen? Why are they trying to hide? What's going on with that?
We need the parents to teach the kids about that stuff.
All right, you're
not
right.
The show itself.
You're right. No, you're right. You're actually correct. I'm sorry. So
Yeah, but-
you know what? You're here. You have the platform here. Why don't you make your pitch? Why should people watch the show? And go ahead. Just say what you want to say. Say whatever you want.
Well, I was like most people. That I just thought the show was stupid, just for kids or little girls or whatever. And then Hazard brings up the cupcakes video.
Oh, you
Don't know
didn't
why
watch
that
it,
guy-
did you?
Yeah, I watched it. It was very
Oh my gosh, that was
horrible.
messed up.
I don't know, but that got me into it, and I started watching some episodes, and it was a great show. It's so funny.
So are you saying that you listened to the show and then you saw Hazard and he got you into this?
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
The only other Rambroni.
So we actually got someone into the bronyism, and we don't even.
That's a word.
A strange twist of fate there. Wow.
I demand money from Miss Foster.
You'll get your money when I get a shirt.
Okay. It's supposed to be the other way around, I think. But
Well, you know.
that's cool, man. You know what? If you like something, enjoy it. Don't let other people, ruin that for you. And you also got to realize, not everyone else is gonna like what you like, and it doesn't really matter what they think about it, as long as you're having a good time and it makes your day a little bit better.
Yeah, it's not doing anything bad. Yeah, have
Screw
fun,
everything
man.
else,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to find a brony at school or something, compare ponies or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of people that this kind of sounds kind of strange, but those are the kind of people you want to meet. People that also people are like-minded. They're not afraid to enjoy what they enjoy,
And don't rip on anybody else for what they like.
and that's gonna be a good person to know, compared to someone that just kind of does what everyone else expects them to be doing. So
Yeah.
there you go. All right, man. Anything else you want to say before we try to get someone else in here?
Yeah, one last thing. Axial Assassin, YOLO. Just had to put that out there.
All right. I don't know what that's about. That's between you guys.
He said Axial Assassin, you
I heard him.
obviously like owls.
Okay, there you go. All right, guys. Hope everyone's being classy in the chat. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, and thank you very much.
All right. We got any good comments, questions in the chat?
Okay, questions, folks. Anyone have any questions from the audience? From our friends in the chat room?
Anything?
Don't see anything yet.
Well, it's because there's a delay.
How was In and Out?
Wanna
Okay,
go punk.
Sturmgeist.
Is Nazi porn illegal in any state? It's illegal in all states, but I think some of the states are seceding, and they may become illegal in those states. You may want to start moving there. MarkCrownStories. I want to give a shout out to MarkCrownStories. He's been in the slideshow today. And he picked up the Schnozman and the StayBallsy t-shirt, and he sent us some photos of him wearing the Prestige shirt.
Very nice.
And
Very,
he's also a
very
great guy all
nice.
around. So
Oh,
really,
dude. Well, he's been on a bunch, man. He's a pretty good
he's been
fellow.
on the show before, yes. I don't really see much going on there, so we're gonna go back to the calls, I think.
Oh, there was a. Would you consider yourself a bad influence, John? Well, obviously not.
That's a question.
Yes.
I consider myself a bad influence.
And Chronic
I hope
Smoothie asked,
not.
yeah, when I'm getting naked.
I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be good, bad, or anything else. Indifferent, anything else.
Yeah. You're just being you.
I come here, tell you how it is, and you do what you want with that information.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. It seems like people, we had a nice comment today, and we helped the dude out.
Yeah, that was really nice to see. I
often do get comments like that, or messages like that. So at the end of the day, I feel like we're doing good things. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's get a caller in here.
Okay.
La 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 la.
People keep asking when I'm going to strip.
Wow.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey!
Finally, I actually got on the show today.
Yes, you did.
How are you, sir?
And how should we refer to you, sir?
David, I guess.
David, what's
Alright.
going on this evening? Or maybe it's the morning for you. I don't know where you are.
I'm in Toronto, Canada.
Toronto, Canada.
Nice.
I've
I
sworn.
missed out last week to get the invite because I was playing too much TF2.
Oh, dude, I don't blame you. TF2. Well, I kind of blame you, but TF2 is awesome.
The sniper? You play the sniper?
I played the soldier because I was
Okay.
playing
Oh.
because of the Halloween update last week.
Oh, I forgot. Oy.
We fought Malculus, the magician.
David, what do you think
Oh,
about
man.
what do you think about OJ's outfit right now? What is going on with this?
It's pretty good. I like it.
What is happening here? He's wearing like a collared shirt, some kind. What is that on his neck? I still don't know what that is. I think it's some kind of a toy. I don't know what. And then, where did you get this hat?
What hat?
Okay,
It's a fancy hat.
David, what's going on, man? What do you want to talk about today?
I don't know, but well, OJ, when your first review, I want to talk about that in your high school with the dad.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right,
What's
let's-
up?
Well, your information was wrong. You said 2011, even though it actually got released in 2010, the first DVDs.
Well, that was my mistake, and I apologize for that.
I don't know, the show was horrible anyway. It was a horrendous show.
Well,
it was,
it had so much
it
promise.
had potential. Had the director of Death Note.
And then it just ended up being
Boobs. Just
boobs.
Just boobs.
Oh, and not just boobs, but boobs adjacent to more boobs.
Did you see the OVA or no?
Not yet, but that was just. Didn't they all get like?
It was basically they got like sleeping gas, and he had a dream of the girls having lesbian
Whoa,
kissing.
whoa! Let's calm down with that kind of talk here on the show. That's not what we're about.
Whatever you say, Captain Elephant Sex. Please continue, David.
Well, it was basically all a dream because he was hallucinating. It was basically he was getting a boner when the zombies were biting him, trying to bite him. So he had his hands and legs on zombies' heads, and the girls were just watching him. And that was the end of the episode.
Aye.
No,
There's
I've been watching something, John. If I didn't tell you this, but on Xbox they have the Crackle. You know what? I don't know what the hell this is. It's like an app, right? And it has every episode of Fist of the North Star on there.
Oh, I started watching that too.
Crackle's like a great place to get stuff. They
Really?
It's
Yeah.
free and everything.
Yeah, so I've been watching Fist of the North Star. It's in Japanese and everything on there.
Yeah, I remember watching the old English dub. Oh, it's hilarious.
Is that worth?
Oh,
Is that worth
no.
watching? Because I'm like 4 episodes in. Should I watch the whole thing? Is it worth it?
Yeah, it's really worth it.
All right, I'll
it's
check
a
it out.
classic.
So, what is that? The 80s or 70s?
The 80s. It was back when
That explains the hair.
It was when Toei was actually in their heyday. Until they
I mean,
went-
it's not a bad show. It's so weird watching it now, but it's pretty cool. I see maybe 8 to 12 episodes, and the effects with him killing people are kind of crazy.
yeah.
I dig it though, 'cause I'm from the '80s, so for me it's right up my alley, you know.
Yeah, I've been watching City Hunter, the classic
Ooh,
from
how is
Sunrise.
that?
It's a great James, kind of like James Bond. He's a mercenary for hire, so he does these detective works, and every episode he tries to get a girl, but he always has an assistant, and he always gets the Moki. It's basically like a pervert kind of thing, but
Yeah.
it's not actually no like boobs. It's like let's say it's not full on boob, but it's more like trying to the boob. But he gets off. But he's a badass. He took out a helicopter with a Magnum revolver. So,
Oh man,
Awesome.
yeah,
did you take out a helicopter with a car?
yeah, he did that once. The other thing I was going to talk about is the new Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
Not the live action one. There's an animated one coming out with the Rise of the Tech Revolts.
Is this the anime or is this the?
Yeah, it's the anime. It's just now. It's gonna be it's gonna be a new movie of it's anime by Madhouse.
We watched.
didn't
Me and John watched the Iron Man anime they put on DVD like a few months ago. Was it-
I watched it when it wasn't not very good, and I called Tony Stark just Tony Woman because he kind of looked. If you looked at him, he just put like fake hair and he looks like a woman kind of thing.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you said Tony Wolfman. I'm like,
No.
facial hair.
Okay, let me tell you the cast. Okay, it's Iron Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye, War Machine, and the Punisher.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh no.
The Punisher's in it.
When is this coming out?
It is coming out next year, but there's no date for it yet.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, but Black Widow has big boobs, the typical Japanese thing. Just,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know.
just full on boob.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. I'm interested in how the Punisher's gonna work into
That's
this.
how most women walking around out there look.
Oh, yeah, just
As I've
zip
seen.
down boobs and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
I actually I got Black Ops yesterday. It's a pretty good game for PC.
Okay. I know Howard got it, and
Yeah.
we're trying to get him in. I think he has off from school next week, so we're trying to get him on the show maybe, and we'll talk about some stuff like Black Ops, some other stuff. So I don't know, David. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna try to get one more person in.
Yeah.
Don't be a stranger. Send us a message anytime.
OJ, you should add me on Steam if you have the chance.
OJ, why don't you have people on
gosh,
Steam?
I haven't signed into Steam in probably 2 months.
I get a lot of messages from people saying OJ does not accept my friend request on Steam.
I haven't been on. I haven't been on. Okay, you know what? I'll open Steam right now.
Accept everyone's friend request.
If I could find you.
I have not played anything on Steam in, oh my gosh, so long.
I can give you all my games. I always pre-order games, so I have basically the World of War and the Hitman collection, just junk coming out. Because I already pre-ordered Far Cry 3, Assassin's Creed 3, and Hitman Absolution.
Awesome.
And Tomb Raider, the new stuff.
I don't have any more friend invites here right now.
Accept your friend invites. David, thank you, sir. We'll talk to you again.
Yeah, okay.
Have a good night.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
All right, we got one more gentleman like to come in, and then gonna call the show. So here we go.
All right, I just got a message from oh gosh, everyone's talking to me now.
On Steam?
Yeah, I went in to go accept friend requests, and this happened.
That's great.
Vassal says to say hello for me in the stream because he can't make it or something.
Oh yeah, he's playing a game. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing there?
All right.
You got some music playing, or what's going on? TV's on?
Celtics game.
Oh, Celtics, how are they doing?
Up by a few. Garnett just got fouled.
Who are they playing today?
Jazz.
Jazz. Okay, Jazz doing pretty decent. They beat the Lakers.
Yeah, but the Lakers aren't too good this year.
No, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of annoying to me because like they got Mike D'Antoni, right?
Yeah.
And when Mike D'Antoni was on the Knicks, people would just rip on him, rip on the Knicks. Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. He can't play defense. He doesn't promote defense. He sucks. So all of a sudden the Lakers got him. Like, oh, he's great.
Yeah.
He's a genius. He's offensive genius. He's amazing. So, there's a lot of biases when it comes to this stuff, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with one of the best franchises in history, second to the Celtics, of course.
Well, the Celtics have the most championships, I believe, and followed by the Lakers.
Only by one.
Aw.
Is that true?
Yeah, by one.
Okay. So who do you like this year in the NBA? Who's going to win the whole thing?
I'm gonna have to go with the Celtics. Either them or the Thunder.
You think the Celtics are really good this year? Why are they so much better than years before?
And, just the additions, I would say.
Who do we got? Jason Terry? How's Jason Terry doing?
He's actually pretty good. He had a slow start, but he's good now.
Okay. So I'm having a great NBA season so far for me. The team, the Knicks, have not lost a game. The only team that is undefeated in the NBA. 5 straight wins.
Yep.
And it's the first time they've done this since 1993-94, which is when they, I believe, went to the finals. The first time they've done that. So feels good. It feels like we've been through some rough times, and now things are kind of. And when you go through bad times, when things get good, it's that much better. So I'm hoping they're keeping it going, and something good happens in the end. Do you think I'm wrong about this?
No, but what do you think they'll do once Amari comes back? How do you think that will?
They might start
affect
losing
things?
all the games.
Seriously?
No, I think he'll be back in like 5 weeks, and you have to kind of incorporate him back in. That's always kind of a weird thing. But if he could play just decently well, I don't even think he has to be amazing. I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, I think the only thing you have to be worried about is last year they had all these good stretches, mad stretches. So is this just a good stretch, or is it actually a change?
Yeah, I agree. You never really know. There's it's a long season. You got 77 games to go. So
will you be attending any games this year?
I would like to go to a game this year. I did not go last year. I went to a few in the year before that.
Well, last year was kind of rough anyway.
Last year wasn't even like a season. I don't know what was going on. It was just a disaster. It was a shortened season. It was messed up.
It was like Heroes Season 2 Part 1.
But now I'd like to go, but the problem is now it's really hard to get tickets right now. Because when the Knicks are good, people love them, and it doesn't take much to get the fans in New York excited. Just give them a little bit, and they go crazy. There's probably people scalping and all that jazz, and a lot of action around the building. So I'll get there eventually this year.
Yeah, I have tickets to the game next Friday against the Thunder.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, but it was $100 for the balcony and like $400 for the lower level. So the prices are a bit ridiculous when it comes to the top tier teams.
Right.
Well, $80 for a hot dog.
$80 for a hot dog?
I might be exaggerating a little bit.
All right.
I'm
Well,
interested
you guys are both Boston sports fans, so
Yeah.
good luck with all that.
I'd love to see the Bruins win, but unfortunately,
Like 2
there's
years
no
ago.
hockey this year.
They won recently.
But not this year because there ain't no hockey. I'd rather see. No offense, but I would rather see the Islanders win. But
John, did you know the Islanders are moving?
yes,
You know this?
yes.
Are you upset?
They're still technically on Long Island physically, but it's not the same.
I think they're going to keep the Long Island name, though.
Well, yeah. Well, they weren't they just the New York Islanders?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. They'll still keep the New York. They're not going to change.
Because they're still gonna be. They're not gonna be like the Brooklyn, Queens or Brooklyn. I forgot.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. They're not gonna be the Brooklyn Islanders.
Yeah.
Their initials would be by.
So what do you think of the decision to cancel the first Knicks game against Brooklyn?
Yeah. They definitely had to do that. It was a good idea to cancel the game.
Did you hear Stern was retiring?
Oh.
Yes, I did.
Something I found interesting was it said in his almost 30 years of being the commissioner,
Yeah.
only 8 different teams have won the title.
Wow.
Wow. That's actually kind of suspicious.
Conspiracy.
So I'm really interested to see Ray Allen come back to Boston. Will they get booed or will
Do you
they?
hate? Oh, that's a good question. Do you hate Ray Allen, or you kind of like respect him, or what?
If it was to anyone other than the Heat, then I wouldn't hate him. But since it's the Heat, it's kind of like,
It's kind of a slap in the face.
yeah.
Do you think that they'll retire his jersey someday? Maybe when it's all said and done.
I don't think they should have the right to, but
Wow. All right.
I really hate the Heat.
You guys are
fans
tough,
'cause
man. You guys are tough in Boston. I know. You guys
I
don't
really
mess
hate-
around with this stuff, man.
One thing I hate about Miami is the Heat fans. They're 95% bandwagoners just from when LeBron James got there.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
All right, so
Wow.
we're gonna get going here. Thank you for coming on. Definitely come on during the season. We talk about NBA stuff as it progresses. We got a long way to go.
All right, maybe before the playoffs, we can have some predictions.
Sure. Absolutely.
Nice.
All right, dude. We'll talk to you later.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Well, OJ's gonna do it for the show today.
I see.
Looking at our stats, I think we had the most amount of viewers we ever had in the chat or in the live viewing area.
For
This episode.
for regular scheduled show.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I have access to stats that you do not have access to.
I see that.
We had the most different IPs enter the fray.
Either that or people out there started buying like two computers and hooking up twice from different
You
locations.
think they would do that?
For the show, nothing is impossible. They would do anything.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, that'd be cool, but it doesn't really give us anything. But if you want to do that, sure. So we'll return next week, right?
Yes.
On Wednesday.
I think Wednesday was the day we were thinking of doing it because that's
Yeah, I
when we
think so.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, next week's Thanksgiving, or is that week? It's Thursday, right?
Yeah, Thursday.
All right, so yeah, Wednesday we should be cool. You know what we'll do next week? We'll probably talk about our Black Friday sales and all that whole shebang. So we got some stuff to talk about. Hopefully you'll go see Wreck-It Ralph, talk about that. And whatever else goes on in the news in this crazy world, we'll let you know. There's something interesting that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. You good?
Yeah.
All right. So for OJ, this is John signing off. Thank you for listening and being part of John Represents. The very best in elephant pornography. Thank you, everyone.